affected by this year, and there was lots of murders and killings, etc., that happened within the Phoenix community. And many people have taken many different approaches and many different strategies and plannings. But the Religious Leaders Forum, which I'm the chair of, with all our members from different faiths, sat down and said, listen, we as people of leadership has to look at this sensitively. And we moved the motion on that meeting of a theme called Peace, Love, and Forgiveness. The community at first was a bit angry with us in terms of that, why are we using this approach? But on the broader picture of us explaining that from all religious people that are sitting together, we want to have peace, love, and forgiveness, and we want to build the social cohesion immediately and restore peace immediately as possible, so that we can get Phoenix and the surrounding areas of the townships back together like how it was in the past. However, with this, we've also said that the criminal justice system must continue. We don't want that process to stop from both the sides, like from the Indian community and from the township. There have been people that have lost lives. So we've engaged with all the leaders from all the different faiths and townships to sit together. We came around the table and we realized that there were two things that we need to take on strongly. One was the fear of the black kids coming to the schools of the Indian community. And we started a campaign going into schools and having interfaith prayers and reassuring from both sides, sending out pamphlets via the school children that we want to build a peace and we want to restore peace. And secondly, we looked at the victims' families. And because victims' families were painful and many people from government structures came, met with them, and obviously promised them things and just left back after that year. So we as leaders said, the best thing that we could do is actually have an interfaith prayer for them, call these victims' family, visit them, and then our leaders started a campaign to start visiting the families of the victims, taking interfaith leadership to pray at their houses, talk to them, feel the pain, and said, listen, what has happened? We are really sorry for this, but we cannot bring those loved ones back. But we are here as a community to restore, and we are here with this theme of peace, love, and forgiveness. Thus far, we've taken it on a very serious level. It's gone a lot into the community, and the community now is building relationships, and we want to restore the peace back. And we're saying that, yes, we want to be non-racist about things. We want to love peace, harmony, and we want to restore, because lots of the Indian houses in Phoenix, they're domestic workers, they're garden people, and many of the companies are dependent on the black employment from the neighboring townships around us that used to come there. So alhamdulillah, personally, we as the Religious Leaders Forum have been on Tuesday last week also into Bombay settlement with the victims' families. We've met with the victim families. We've given some tokens to the victims and spoke to the victims' families. Some of the victims' families lost their job. We're in negotiations with those companies as to why this has happened here. So alhamdulillah, we're trying to build a bridge and take it on a strong level, but at the same time, we are assuring the community that the criminal justice system must take place. It must continue. It must go ahead. Lots of families want answers, and lots of families want to know what has transpired. And we ask the community to please remain calm. And the area in Phoenix is much safer now. The security forces have deployed lots more safety measures in the community, and the schools are safe. The environment is safe here. We try to bring control to the fake reports that goes on social media. So alhamdulillah, thus far, we've tried our best as religious leaders, and I think all religions, with the black leadership from their cultural group, from the cultural leaders, whatever, all the regions that they have, we've met with all leadership. We've actually taken the township religious leaders and brought them onto the executive of the Phoenix Religious Leaders Forum, so that we also have a democratic representation on the forum, and not only Indian, but also brought black leadership on it there. And we are working closely daily with all the leaders, and many of the other forums from other areas like Amlazi, etc., have all already linked up with this Religious Leaders Forum. And alhamdulillah, I see a good way moving forward together as a community, restoring peace immediately.
Yes, well, clearly it sounds very, very encouraging in terms of what the Religious Leaders Forum has achieved until now, Moulana. And this is what leadership should be. Taking leadership in a community, and more so in a crisis situation, to try and do obviously damage control. That is one thing, but once again, Maulana, looking at long term, looking at everlasting peace initiatives in the area.
We are looking at long-term everlasting peace. I think now, because there's negotiations that are taken seriously, and we're saying that we could sit around the table, and there are some valid points from both the sides, from the township side and within the Phoenix community, and we're saying yes, let the leadership of religious leaders only deal with the peace, love, and forgiveness. Other structures and other forums, they must well go ahead and do whatever representation they want to do, or they want to question whatever people, they must go ahead with this. But we're saying that as leaders, we need to be peace and harmony, and the peace, love, and forgiveness. When we explained ourselves from the Islamic point of view, from the Christian point of view, from the Tamil point of view, from the Black and the Zulu point of view, that yes, peace and love and forgiveness means a lot to every religion. And then when we speak about peace, love, and forgiveness, Brother Inayet, we're coming to you that we can't talk of temporary solutions. We're talking of a permanent peace, a permanent love, and a permanent forgiveness, that where we must be able to sit and have dialogue. And many dialogues, weekly dialogues are taken. Yesterday, Wednesday, unfortunately, I was engaged in something else, but our secretary took care of the meeting. We had a full house meeting yesterday also, where all the leadership sat and discussed what has happened forward and what's the way forward. And our planning thus far to maintain this peace is, we have Heritage Day coming right at our doorstep, and we said this is an ideal opportunity now for all diversity in unity, unity in diversity, to get together with all the cultures together, and we make up South Africa and we build South Africa, that we can be together, showing the heritage together and be part and show the community that peace, love, and forgiveness is. This is all we are asking for. And we so said that as religious leaders, we would pray daily for those bereaved families and those people that have lost their lives. Some of them have lost their lives in a very tragic way. Some of them were coming from work, they have lost their lives. And we can go on describing the way that they've lost their lives. And we're saying, yes, as leaders, we just want peace, love, and forgiveness. As the people of the cloth and leadership, we want to restore peace immediately, not after 6 months or 7 months, but peace must restore immediately in our community. And that is what we are appealing to the community.
Well, Maulana, Jazakallah khairan, as always, for coming on, for talking to us and providing us with these updates. Inshallah, Allah make it easy for you. Allah accept, Allah reward your efforts, and Allah keep you safe. Jazakallah once again. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.